All right, I'm going to do the next two that you asked on the same video because I think they're shorter and we should be able to fit them in not too long of a video. So let me find those. And I had started doing this and I made a mistake on my last video, so I'll go through what I was doing again. We have centimeters and miles, and you have to decide if you want centimeters on top or miles on top. It doesn't matter as long as you are consistent, and something just popped in front of my screen. So I chose to put centimeters on top. And the first information we're giving is that 10 centimeters was the distance on the map from A to B, but the actual distance between the cities was 256 miles. Then I get a bit of new information. I'm told that Unique measured from city C to city D and got 6 centimeters. Well, I chose centimeters on top, so I have to put 6 on top and her unknown on the bottom. That is the actual mileage. Then we solve these by cross multiplying. I am going to cross multiply. We call these butterfly wings because when you set them up, they look like butterflies' wings. And I get 10x equals, I'll go ahead and use this calculator since I still have it up. Turn it on. It's always funny to me that you have to turn on a calculator that's on the computer. So I need to do 256 times 6. And that gives me 1536. So now I've got a one-step equation to solve. I've got 10 smashed up against the x, which means 10 times x. So I undo times by dividing. So I'm just going to take the answer I got and divide it by 10. We get an answer of 153.6. But the problem tells me to round to the nearest mile. So 153.6 is closest to 154 miles. So that finishes number 6. Number 8 should actually work very, very similarly to how you did number 7. It's actually the same steps. Solving an inequality is almost exactly the same as solving an equation. So I'm trying to get y by itself in this problem. So the first thing I have to do is add 8 to both sides. I don't have a whole lot of room here. I think I can fit it in. Just don't write small very well. So plus 8 on the left side of the wall and plus 8 on the other side of the wall. That gives me, and I'm going to come up here on up higher so I have more room, that leaves me with 2y is greater than 62 plus 8, which would be 70. And then my last step is to divide both sides by 2 because that 2 is smashed up against the y. And again, I'm out of room, but I get y is greater than 35. It is important that you have y is greater than 35 because the inequality matters. You can't just write 35 or don't switch it to an equals. All right, that should be the end of that. Let me stop the